40-minute game. I'm really proud of our guys. I thought we put it all together tonight, and part of it was the result against Rhode Island last time, and where we're at in the season. Let's take the next step. So it was good that we put 40 minutes together. I thought a lot of guys contributed. I thought our defense guys were locked into the scouting report. Coach Scott had the scouting report. I thought he did a great job having us prepared, especially after the last result against Rhode Island. And then I thought our bench did a great job after the 10-minute mark, gave us a lot off the bench. And I think the biggest thing was our guys really shared the ball today, and that thing was hot. And they looked like they were having fun playing and helping each other. And that's what we emphasize every day.
What did you find out about kind of the Dave Davidson result, and what was kind of said? I think Darren mentioned at halftime.
Right at the introductions, and all I said at halftime was that you win, you're in first place. That's not our goal, and we have a lot of things we want to accomplish, but that's from how far we've come since start of last year till now. I'm proud of the guys, but we're not done.
Really kind of set up about the defense in the first half, where you guys were able to turn those into bats on the other end.
I thought we just I thought Marcus Evans' defense on Fats was huge, because I don't think we had that on he and Doughton last game, and I thought Marcus Evans set the tone. I thought he had a great floor game, point guard game today, 9 points, 9 rebounds, or 9 assists, and 4 steals. But the way I thought he controlled the defensive side of the ball for our team, from the pressure on the ball and the way he contained the ball. And then I thought IV did a really good job on Doughton. And then I thought everybody was flying around on defense. We dug some rebounds out, took off with it, got some steals, took off with it, and we want to play in transition. That's a fun way to play.
You guys really kept the foot on the gas throughout, even without a lead. Was that any kind of point?
Yeah, it was an emphasis once we got the lead, because we haven't done that. We've let a lot of teams back into it, or just sloppy the rest of the way. I thought when we had 5 guys off the bench playing there that exceeded the lead, got it going a little bit more. They were just playing the right way and guarding, and it's another step for us. I still think we can get a lot better, but it's another step for us.
Last year about you can understand it, you can preach it, but until the guys get it. What are you noticing here as each game goes on and their performance improves, and until you get tonight like tonight, where they demand it of one another, they demand it themselves?
Well, number one is you gotta create a vision. It doesn't mean they accept the vision from day one, or they may try to do it, but they don't understand it completely or believe it completely. And the way you push that culture and that vision is you live it every day. And no matter what, when it's really tough and there's naysayers out there or there's people questioning it, you don't change from what you believe in, especially since it works. And that was the big thing with our coaching staff. And you get a couple here and a couple there, and then everybody starts buying into it, and they see the result, and then they carry it over, and it just becomes who we are. We're much closer to that than we were at this time last year, or even in October and November. And the number one thing about everyone buying into your culture, you got to sacrifice too. And our guys understand if they sacrifice for the good of the team, we all get what we want: wins, and everybody looks like good college basketball players. I think that's important.
In Atlantic 10 play, going into this, you guys were like third in offense efficiency, which has been much improved from the non-conference. What do you think the biggest change is for that efficiency, and also just observation? It seems like guys were, especially tonight, way more selective, and they were looking for great shots. And I just want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, we talked about the next step for us is believing every time down you get a great shot. Now I'm gonna let guys play. I'm gonna let guys make a play. So sometimes Marcus Evans is gonna get in there and maybe take a tougher shot, or DJ is feeling it and takes maybe a little tougher 3. I think you got to play that. You got to sometimes let go of the reins. But I think our executing for a great shot instead of a good shot has improved tremendously. I think we're really sharing the ball. You saw a couple guys today that had open threes, but they reversed the ball one more pass to get a great shot or a better shooter shooting that 3. I thought we did a good job of throwing the ball inside, saying, hey, they're out here pushing up on us and denying us. Hey, we believe in those guys. And Marcus went to work, and some other guys made plays around the rim. So we emphasize it. It doesn't happen overnight, but we keep working. And the guys see it's working. And you know what? It's a fun way to play, too, because everybody's a part of it.
PJ Bird seems to be getting steadier and steadier, especially the last few weeks.
Yes.
I asked Marcus about their relationship. I'm just curious, as point guard to yourself, how's their relationship been, and sort of Marcus handing down?
Well, you know, it's an upperclassman freshman relationship where you go out. They guarded each other all summer and all fall and throughout the season, so they're going at it every day. But also, Marcus has done a good job, especially since Marcus is feeling better as we're moving along in the season, and he's feeling better about himself. He's sharing more, and he's talking them through it and holding them accountable. I think PJ has done a great job in the last month of just being harder on himself, having more discipline, understanding what I want him to do, but still going to be a player. And you see that. And today, he didn't look like a freshman. He looked like an upperclassman running the show for his coach. And that part of it is we threw him in the fire a bunch. And, you know, sometimes freshmen don't get thrown in the fire. I believe in it. And now, you know, we did it with Darius and Briante when they were freshmen. They played, and we threw them in the fire. And sometimes they had some freshman moments, but it's getting better and better. And that's just what experience. But also, I think DJ really helps him too. DJ really talks to him and helps him through stuff, and that's good. And I think JD Byers and he have an awesome relationship, and JD really breaks things down for him all the time and does a lot of extra stuff with him after and before practice.
We talked about the balance for Marcus with being aggressive versus, you know, kind of being that point guard role. How have you seen that maybe continue to evolve now in your third year with them at BCU compared to Rice? How do you think that kind of part of his game?
Yeah, today was a great example of him. He's an aggressive player, and I don't ever want to take that away from him at all because he's really good that way. We've seen him, and he's done some great things. I've seen it a bunch. But he also, when he gets everybody involved like he did today, man, your team becomes really good. And, you know, I always say this, the greatest compliment you can get in a team sport is you make those around you better. Sometimes it's your competitive fire, it's the way you talk, it's the way you pick your teammates up on and off the court, but it's also what the things you do with a ball and putting them in positions to succeed, and he really did that today. He was mad at me because I didn't leave him in there. I gave him one possession. And I told him, I said, Coach Flannery and Coach McAllister and my college coach, my senior year, Brad McAllister, was at the game today. They pulled me off the court like that, too, and I was mad. I get it. But you know what? I'd be the dumbest coach in America if we kept him out there an extra one. He jammed the finger or he stepped on a foot. He could be mad at me. He played a super floor game. Nine points, nine assists, and 4 steals, and led us defensively on the ball. That's a great floor game, and that has a big reason why this was the result tonight.
You know, getting good shots. One of those areas is obviously getting the ball into Marcus Santos Silva and his ability to score inside. It seems like he's continuing to get stronger with sort of his post moves and his footwork down there. How have you seen that grow throughout the year this year?
He works really hard. I mean, you've heard me say this. He and Coach Scott, Big B, they work every day on it, and he's worked to get where he's at. But he's still a sophomore, so all this experience, game experience, is your greatest teacher. It's helping him tremendously, and so now he's not rushing it. He's getting angles. He's moving underneath. We call it sneaking to the dunk spots. He's finding ways to sneak to the dunk spots to get some easy ones, and then when you pursue the basketball, you score too. And he's just done a good job of that. He really has.
His growth has surprised you?
How much of it?
His growth has surprised you, honestly.
At times, some of his moves for a sophomore that he didn't have when he got here surprised me. But you know what? Like, I'm not kidding. He works really hard. His biggest issue, and it's not an awful issue, is when he does have success, he's got to handle it really well. You know, keep acting like you're trying to make the team. Not, man, I had 20 and 12. Keep acting like, man, I'm trying to make the team. I'm trying to get on the court. So I always put him in his place, but he understands that, and it's coming from a good place for me. But it's awesome. But if you came to practice every day, he's there early. He's taking care of his body. He's there late with Big B. He comes in all the time to shoot more, shoot free throws more. So he deserves it because he's like, there's no special potion for him. He's worked really hard. It's been his effort, and but because how his motor, you have a motor, you can get things done, and he has that motor. But now the other things coming, his footwork, his release, his different finishes, has been impressive. He's worked really hard.
Quite noticeable in the first half that you turn around, stimulating the crowd. Did you sense a lull in the action or something?
Well, yeah, I did. There's too many people sitting down. It's the stew. I mean, I know it's a Tuesday night, and I know we got a lead. I get it. But let's never take this for granted. Let's never take this for granted. The one thing around VCU, and I've seen games for a long time, is people come here and have fun. And part of having fun is, getting out of your comfort zone and going crazy, and never take success or winning for granted, especially in the stew. Let's always enjoy it. And I tell our guys, the way they appreciate you guys is how hard you play and how tough you are. And but I also want them to be on their feet and go crazy all the time too. That's the fun of it, man. That's why we're here. I mean, this is fun. I mean, this is basketball. So why not enjoy it? This is entertainment. Now there's a lot of neat things with it, but this is the fun stuff. So let's enjoy every second of it. All right, guys. Have a great night.